In this video, I'm going to show you how validation works with Aplos NCA. So validation is a key feature for any software package that you're going to do regulated analysis, whether it's supporting GLP studies or GCP studies, or you just want the security of knowing that the calculations are accurate. So we've included with Aplos NCA, with all accounts, a free validation tool. And let me show you how it works. So once you've logged in, you come over to the left menu here and click on validation history. And what you'll get is a history of the validations. And so you'll see here that there's one validation that was run. It passed, and it has the date and time that it was run. It also has the engine version. This is important. This engine version is reported on every analysis that you perform. And so each time a new engine version comes out, it's wise to run a validation, make sure everything passes, and then you'll have documentation to show your quality control or quality assurance group that the system was validated. And then you can download the files or download the report. So let me show you how this actually works. I'll initiate a validation. You just have to click a button. That's all you have to do. And then this is going to initiate the validation for you. And you can see that it's successfully initialized. It's going to be running. Give it a minute or two, and it'll pop up on the screen and show us what happened with this new validation that is being run. And so what it's actually doing is we have 6 sample data sets, one each there's 3 single dose data sets, and there's 3 steady state data sets. There's one each of single dose and steady state for extravascular administration, IV bolus, and IV infusion. So these are the 6 methods of calculation of NCA parameters, or the 6 dosing scenarios. And it's going to go through and it's going to take these known data sets that are publicly available, I'll show you in a second, and it's going to run them through an analysis, and then it's going to compare the output that's generated to the known results. So there we see it's done. So we got a pass on it, and we can download it. So let me show you what it's actually doing. And well, actually, I'll download the report. I'll show you what the report is, and then I can show you how it's actually working and what's happening in the background. So that report's downloaded. I'm going to go ahead and actually, I think if let's click here, it's just going to open up in my browser. Perfect. So make this a little bit bigger. So this is the validation report that's provided. And you can see it's got your information about your email address and the company name if you have it in the system. It has the date and time that the validation was run. And then it gives this source. So there's this source for all the information. And it has all the test cases. So here's the input data set. This is a publicly available data set. The configuration file to run the analysis is publicly available, and the known results are also publicly available. Then when it ran, it generated these results in this file, and then we do a comparison. So we compare the generated results to the known results, and every single parameter has to be within 0.001%. or that parameter is considered different and there's a fail. So in this case, all the parameters are identical, so it's a pass. This gives the unique ID for that execution, the version number of the engine, and the version number of the API. Then you have the second test case, which is an IV bolus. The third is a single IV infusion. The fourth, steady state extravascular. Fifth, steady state IV bolus. Sixth, steady state IV infusion. So it does the same thing for all those 6 cases. And if they all pass, then overall, the validation passes. If any one of those did not pass, then the overall is a failure. So you get a pass-fail response for your report. Now, where is that data? So this is a publicly accessible GitHub site. So I'm not signed in. You can go there, you can look at it, and you can see. And so we have all the information about the repository and the configuration files, and then the expected output. And so you can go in and you can look at test 1. Here's the input data set. And so it pulls up, there's the input data set. you can actually pull up the expected results. And so it's got the expected results for it, and it's for all the different half-life calculations that are done, because we calculate multiple half-lives for each profile. And it's got those. So you could put this input data set and analyze this in your software, put it in R, put it in Excel, put it in any other application you might have, generate your output and compare it to the expected results, confirm that it works. All this is publicly available, but what we're doing in the validation is we're then comparing those results to the results that were generated. And so you can download the entire package. So we'll give this a second here to download the entire package, and then we can show you what that is.